Hi, guys. Welcome to Soul Connection. I am your host, Jo Labbé, and we are here this Friday evening to help you connect to your soul and for you to experience your own personal healing. And I'm just here as your guide as I channel you through the healing meditation and then pull cards for you for insight and direction from your spiritual team. So let's check and see. I see Rob with his What'd You Know, Polly Joe. Glad to see you. I know you were out on a walk, but yes, I will pull for you and for Julie. Hello, Jill. Glad to see you. I wanted to tell you I love your profile picture. That sends off some amazing energy, so that's really cool. So thank you for joining us. This has been, an interesting day. It's a new moon, and it is also Wednesday the 13th, which may not signify a whole lot for any of you guys, but Wednesday the 13th is sometimes a tricky day for me. Other people have Friday the 13th, but yes, somehow when it falls in the middle of the week, it can be a stumbly day for me. But today has been slow and steady, so I'm thankful for that and thankful for being able to check in with you guys tonight and see how the energy is going to flow tonight in the new moon, because it's always a little more powerful when we're in sync with the moon and what it can do to help us do our clearing as well. Let's see. Hi, Cassandra. Nice to see you. And yes, of course, I will pull a card for you. Hi, Neshi. Nice. And Rob says Garfield had Monday the 13th. Yeah, the 13th can be a rough way to start the week too, depending on the synchronicity of the number 13 for you. So like I said, Friday the 13th has always been a very powerful day for me, a very positive day for me. Wednesday, when it falls on a Wednesday, I have been in 2 car accidents. I've been in the emergency room 4 times. And I was in New York City in the 70s when the entire city blacked out. And of course, I had a precognition of that happening. So I had asked about, where we would find candles the day before, which everybody thought was strange because you can't have candles in a hotel. But there you have it. We were allowed to have candles in the hotel because of the blackout. So, yes, I can see how for Garfield, starting the day off on Monday with it being the 13th might be problematic, but I'm sure he went back to his lasagna and made it through. So, yes, wow, Jill. But I wasn't going to buy into the energy this time. Sometimes I would stay home. But today it felt much more in control because of the new moon being here on the 13th as well. And it felt like as long as I was slow and steady with what I was doing and very focused and intent, everything was going to be fine this time, which it has been. Little bit of housekeeping before I start channeling, because it's hard for me to remember to say what I need to say to you. So here we go. The first thing is if you could like or love and share the broadcast here, it helps get the healing out to more people who might need it. And Facebook loves it when we do that because it allows our show to show up in people's news feeds more often. And that really can be helpful to drag more people into the awareness that maybe they could use a little bit of healing. So that would be really helpful if you could do that. And then those of you who are in driving distance of Western Massachusetts, on Saturday from 10 to 2, we're having a mystical healing fair here. So there are free healings, but there are also card readings, some angel card readings, some tarot reader will be here. I have it on good authority. Somebody might be doing chair massages. We have an animal healer who will be here to help you with your dogs. Or I suppose if you could get a horse here, she's really good with horses and cats as well. And we also will have somebody here who has healing jewelry. So if that is something that, appeals to you, come visit us from 10 to 2. And those of you who have been interested in finding more about what I do and how I do it and what I teach here at Trinity School of Mystical Energy Healing, from 2:30 to 5, we're having a class on mystical healing. And it's not just about the learning, but it's also about the experiencing. Because I think when people get to be in the vibration and feel how it works, even for them, it can be quite a magical day. And believe it or not, I'm giving that class away for free this time around. Normally there is, a charge, usually around $40 for that class. And, Spirit said, nope, this one's free. So, if you can get here in driving distance, come join us this Saturday. So Rob is saying some cultures consider 13 lucky. Yes. According to Robert Graves, it is tied to the ancient matriarchal lunar cults. Yes, and that may be why I don't have trouble on the 13th normally. Maybe there's a past life where Wednesdays were a rough day. But otherwise, I don't usually have difficulty. I don't have difficulty with most of the superstitions, like black cats or walking under a ladder or any of that kind of thing, or spilled salt. So I know I've cleared some of that old karma and old programming from past lives that around that number. But we do all resonate with a particular number generally. One or two in particular are powerful, manifesting numbers for us. Mine happens to be 3. I tend to do things in 3s. Synchronicities happen in 3s for me. That is why everything here is called Trinity, because that just falls right in alignment with the 3s for me. So for those of you who have, not experienced the healing work before, whether you're in the house now or whether you're watching in the future, this is basically a chance for you to connect to your own soul. And your higher self knows exactly what you need. Your spiritual team knows exactly what you need. And I am just a conduit. My spiritual team works with me to help clear the energy for the group. So as you focus your intention on what you want to clear, we just sort of facilitate that. And don't worry, I'm not tapping in to see, who's got what. It comes in a very general form for me. And I only see it in energetic form. So when I channel, I will say particular words because it will be that for someone. Doubt was a big one yesterday. We were clearing a lot of doubt. But I'm not sitting there saying so-and-so is filled with doubt because I have no idea where it's coming from. I just know it's there. So I move that. So hi, Lynette. First time watching. Yes, you may have a card. I will pull one for you after we're done with the meditation. And yes, if you would like a card pull, all you have to say is yes, please, or I would like a card, and I will pull one for you. And we generally I'll go until I've read them all. And if you're watching after the show is over, you can still type it into the comments and I will pull a card for you and I will type in the response. There's always a few people who ask for a card that way as well. All right, so we start off by getting ourselves comfortable in the space that we're in. So you want to make sure that your arms and your legs aren't crossed. We want to make sure our circuits are wide open. When we cross our legs or arms, we're blocking energy flow and it might send energy ricocheting through your body, and that is not necessarily comfortable. You will hear me making clearing noises for the group. Again, they may sound like little burps or little squawks. And just know that that's energy for somebody is releasing. I am thankful every time a noise comes out because it means something got let go by someone. So that's a really cool thing on my end. And, you know, we are going to create a sacred space. So to do that, you know, I want you to take a couple of deep breaths.
Yeah.
Apparently we're starting. So as we take a couple of deep breaths, just really focus on yourself, your body, the weight of you in the chair or laying on the bed or on the floor, wherever you may be located, or walking outside. Just really feel connected to your earth body.
Yeah.
And feel gravity just pushing down on you so that you are really in your earth container, in your physical body.
Yeah.
And we're going to call in the divine energy however you perceive that. Whether it is God or Goddess,
Yeah.
all that is Creator, Great Spirit.
Yeah.
And we're going to ask that a bubble of protection be placed around us. Infinite love and infinite light.
Yeah.
And then we're going to set a second bubble around the room that we're in, or around our home, around our property, whatever feels comforting to you, so that you can feel safe in the container that you are in.
Yeah.
And again, it is woven and created in infinite love and infinite light. And we're going to call in your spiritual team, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your animal totems, the ascended masters, any gods or goddesses, star beings that you may work with on your personal team. And call the whole team in, whether you know them or not. Just give yourself the opportunity to connect with as much energy as is needed in this moment.
Yeah.
And allow this healing to be for the good of all and harm to none, including ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now call in the divine energy that you may feel present at the top of your head. You may feel tingling or light or pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You may feel nothing at all, and all of that is fine. For we each connect to the divine energy in our own unique way.
Yeah.
And we invite the divine energy to come in and begin to clear in our third eye, in our sixth chakra, in the middle of our forehead, any thoughts, any beliefs, any ideas that are swirling around, causing us worry or stress or anxiety. Calming the energy and calling it back in our core, in our essence.
Yeah.
And really bringing back any energy we have stretched in the past, worrying about what was, or rehashing old things.
Yeah.
Or any energy we've stretched into the future, worrying about what could be or what may be. And just bring everything back into this present moment of now.
Yeah.
In this moment, you are simply here for yourself and your own healing. Everything else can wait.
Yeah.
And also clearing in our third eye our perception, giving us clarity, access to the fullness of our intuition.
Yeah.
And allowing us to see more clearly and have others see us more clearly.
Yeah.
And moving the energy down into the throat. A lot of throat energy tonight. And in the throat energy, clearing our ears so we can hear clearly. Not only what others are communicating, but the subtle nuances that they share with us. And also clearing all ways that we communicate who we truly are, and allowing us to simply be within our own truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really clearing any words of anger that we've held on to, that others have spoken to us or that we have spoken to others, the ones that we wanted to say and held on to, but never released the energy around that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Releasing the stress and the tension in the back of the neck. From holding back who we are.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And beginning to move into our heart and our lungs, giving us space to breathe in the fullness of life.
Yeah.
filling with the divine oxygen and allowing that original flow to move through our body on a cellular level.
Ja. Ja. Ja.
Moving through the air we breathe and through our blood as it flows through our entire body, through all the veins and tissues and muscles, to all the organs, the way it feeds us, that beautiful, pure energy.
Ja.
Reminding our body of the full, healthy way it is meant to be.
Ja. 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 Ja.
And beginning to clear our heart energy, releasing any old sadness or disappointment, grief
Ja. Ja.
that we may be holding on to. Sending healing and communication to our inner child. Allowing that child energy to release all the old woundings it may be holding on to.
Ja.
Allowing us to nurture ourselves in unconditional love.
Ja.
In a way that we have longed for, searched for, and it simply resides within us.
Ja.
And sending healing and communication to our inner adult, that part of us that is responsible for all the doing. And releasing them in this moment. Releasing any stress and burdens and responsibilities that it may be carrying
Ja.
for yourself, for others.
Ja. Ja. Ja.
And giving ourselves a moment of peace and grace.
Ja.
And sending healing to the inner warrior. That part of us that can be so vigilant. And giving it a moment to sit in its peaceful state with no need to react, just the energy of being.
Ja.
And sending healing to your upper left chamber of your heart, to your sage and your wise one. That part of you that holds the wisdom of the ages that you have accumulated through each and every lifetime.
Yeah.
Giving you space to know and understand.
Yeah.
And remember who you are.
Yeah.
And sending healing into your third chakra, into your solar plexus just below your rib cage. Releasing any anxiety, any fear, frustration, even anger that you may be holding on to.
Yeah.
Any resentment or judgment. Whether this is directed at others or at yourself.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And sending healing to your inner critic. That part of you that is meant to guide you and assist you. That sometimes gets filled with negative talk.
Yeah.
It can be mean or bullying to yourself.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
In any ways that this energy may be blocking your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your self-worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And lifting the compressed energy of depression. It can happen when there's so much held in this space
Yeah.
that it becomes too much to hold. This is a moment where you can choose to release all that you wish, all that you are ready,
Yeah.
into the fullest, brightest energy you can imagine.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And really letting go of any additional fear that you may be holding on to, self-doubt,
Yeah. Yeah.
and moving the energy into your second chakra. And allowing all of your feelings to come into balance so that you are able to feel fully each and every feeling that surfaces without guilt, without shame, without blame. Simply using your feelings as an indicator,
Yeah.
the radar that it is meant to be.
Yeah.
And clearing any energy in relationship to others that may not be in an equal give and take, the ebb and flow.
Yeah.
And releasing any energy of others that may be latched onto you with or without your knowledge, your awareness, and any energy you may have attached to someone else that is draining their energy without your awareness. It's really calling all of your energy back and allowing others to hold their own energy field as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And this includes your relationship with alcohol, with drugs, with food, with money, with technology, any relationship that is out of sync
Yeah.
and out of balance. And then calling the energy into your hips and your tailbone, down into the first chakra, anchoring all of this cleared energy down into the foundation of your being. Clearing any energy connected to your safety, your security, whether it's where you live or your job or your money or your family of origin.
Yeah.
Even your physical well-being. Really allowing you to feel complete and whole in this moment because you are. And honoring a sense of remembrance. At your core, you are a beautiful, divine child, a co-creator of your entire life and existence. When you are consciously aware, this is a magical place to be in your foundation.
Yeah.
Allowing the energy to move down your legs, both the left and the right, so it is manifesting and creating for you in your physical and your spiritual life. fully, completely. And as it reaches your feet, you can feel your connection deepening and growing with the earth. You may experience this as a thickening of your cord of connection with the earth. You may feel roots growing beneath your feet. You may simply feel a merging between you and the earth energy. And allow all of the energy that you've cleared and released to go deep into the depths of the earth so that it may be fully composted and used to create beautiful new trees and air and water and food and shelter for the entire planet and all of the beings here.
God. God. God.
And as our energy connects deep within the earth, you may begin to become aware of the molten lava center that has been very active recently, stretching and growing. And allow that energy to begin to come up and fill in all of those spaces, those nooks and crannies where you released parts of you that were no longer you. Making room and space for new things to come into your life more fully, more completely. So feeling it come up the legs. And you may experience it as gold or warm like honey, or even more like deep, deep mud. As it comes in, it's healing and filling all at the same time. That divine feminine energy, that nurturing support. And as it comes in and begins to fill your whole pelvic floor, allow it to just fill your spine and all of your organs.
God.
In all those old relationship spots in your upper belly, a lot of releasing and filling in the upper belly, in that solar plexus in the third chakra.
God.
And filling in your lungs and your heart, the back of your spine. And as it fills in your heart, allow your heart to stretch and grow so it can hold more love, more compassion, more forgiveness for yourself, for others. And allow that energy to move down your arms and into your hands. So that all that you touch will be healed. And coming in and filling at your throat, giving you space to speak and be your authentic true self. Allowing your heart to speak for you, not your brain, not your mind, not your ego.
God. God.
And bringing that energy all the way up into your jaw, your ears, your sinuses, your brain, your third eye, and all the way to the top of your head, and cascading over you like a giant fountain, or maybe more like a volcano, and allowing the energy to go over your entire body, repairing your aura in all of the layers of your personal bubble that surround and protect you, that hold the energy of your immune system,
Ja.
and reminding you that your aura is in front of you, behind you, on either side of you, and above and below you. Don't forget to do the back,
Ja.
especially behind the neck and behind the heart and at the tailbone. Those are 3 spots of weakness for us this evening.
Ja.
And it is working through the physical layer and the emotional layer, and in the mental thinking layer, as well as your spiritual layer.
Ja.
And also through your past lives and through your karma, any debt you may have accrued there.
Ja.
And now sending healing energy out to those in need, those who have prayed for help and healing, for the good of all and harm to none. So if they are meant to receive the healing, then it will be so. And if not, the healing will go forward to someone else in need. And sending healing also back to the earth, where she lovingly supports us. And we can take these few moments to send healing back to her on her journey.
Ja.
In all of the layers of her aura or her ozone. And now take a moment of gratitude for your spiritual team, for guiding you and assisting you in the perfect healing for you in this moment.
Ja.
And gratitude for all the other people who have showed up to hold space for your healing as part of this group, whether now or some future now. We are all connected.
Ja.
And now we're going to bring our energy back into our center, back through our layers into our physical being, becoming aware of our bones, our muscles, the weight of our body, the gravity pushing down on it. the feeling of the clothes on our body, the smells and the sounds that we may hear around us.
Yeah.
Calling all of our energy back into this moment. And you may begin to dissolve your meditation.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So if you would like a card reading, I know some of you have already asked, all you have to do is say yes, please, or you would like a card. So I'm going to actually start with Mary Elizabeth because she sent me a message earlier today. That she would like a card pulled for her. So Mary Elizabeth, your card is the 8 of Stars. And this is a beautiful tree. And in the 8 of Stars, this is a surge. It's all about surge energy. So this is when we have, the leaves on the tree are in bloom and the fruit is ripe. And all of a sudden, you know how with an apple tree, all of the apples become ripe, like right at the same time. It's not spread out. So there's this surge of abundance. And there's a surge of energy, of positive flow. In the fall, right, all the leaves peak very close together. So there's like a week of like beautiful brightness. So you sort of hit that peak, that surge of beauty, that surge of abundance. And that's the energy that you've entered into. So as you go through this next week, every time there's a surge of positive energy, that's what I'm feeling for you, positive energy, take a moment of gratitude. Because the more grateful we are when things are occurring, the more quickly we're rewarded again. So it can keep the ball rolling, as it were. So each time we say thank you, it's, think about it just from a practical point of view. Every time someone says thank you, how good do you feel? And you're more likely to do it again. So it actually works that way with our spiritual team as well, that when we take the time to say thank you, then it's exciting to actually help you bring things even faster. So pay attention to the surge of energy. All right, so Rob, you and Julie are sticking together today. Neat. So yours is the King of Angels. And so the King of Angels, he is a peaceful warrior. So when we do the warrior in the heart, we bring it back to a peaceful place. A peaceful warrior has all the tools needed to go to battle when necessary. But this is not a time for battle. This is a time for peace. And that includes within yourself. So this is a time for you to be at peace with yourself, not battling with yourself. And it is a time for you to be, ready for the next challenge, but you don't have to be vigilant. Because when we are vigilant, when we are looking for trouble arrives more quickly, right? So this is a time for you to be looking for peace and being at peace and allowing peace to be your natural state of being. And when we can do that, beautifully, quickly, then we create peace and peaceful situations, and for things to happen in a gentle and easy way. So this is a beautiful card for you. So really tap into your inner warrior, and that's in the lower left chamber of your heart, and really connect with the warrior and bring your warrior some peace. You don't have to be on the lookout right now. It's not a time to be watchful for the next wrong thing, but more of a time to be thankful that you don't have to worry. It's a time for you to be you. All right? And for you, Julie, love this card for you. You should too. This is the Ace of Stars. The aces are gifts from Creator, from the divine, and this one is the gift of creation, manifestation, you creating your own life, you creating your own circumstances. This is from your heart chakra creation, not from your will, but from your heart. And so this is all about tapping into that inner power that you have. You're being reminded by the divine that you have it. And when you are in it and in that heart space, beautiful things happen, not only for you, but others around you that you may not even be aware of the reach and the impact that you're having through your creation. So this is a beautiful card for you, and it also has a lot of water energy to it, a lot of emotion, a lot of passion behind it. So tap into that as well. Woohoo! All right, Cassandra. Nice. Your card is the Queen of Angels. The Queen of Angels is a visionary, and in this deck. And as a visionary, she sees what she would like in her life, and then she creates. So this is not a time for step-by-step planning. It is a time for daydreaming. It's a time for brainstorming, and really putting together the big picture. The Queen of Angels is very good at the big picture. And from the vision, then steps can be taken. And allow those visions to unfold in divine timing. Sometimes people think divine timing is slow. And it can be if we're not clear on the vision and how we want to bring it to be. But the clearer you can see what you are trying to create, and the more detail you can give, the sights, the smells, the touch, then you will be able to bring that into your awareness. So good luck with that. That seems fun. I like that for you. All right, Lynette, I'm glad you tuned in with us. So your card, sweetie, is one of the soul cards. Let me take mine down. It'll be easier to see. So yours is one of the soul cards. This one is called the Star. So this is this is not just for this week. This is where your soul is on its current lesson that it is working through. And the Star is all about hope. And not hope in a wishful thinking kind of way. So I'm trying to be clear with that. This is all about that, wow, this could really happen for me kind of hope. The hope that excites your inner child, knowing that something is about to unfold. This is when you shine brightly, like a beacon for other people. And so when you are shining, you also bring hope to other people. Because we never know who around us might be in dark energy. And I don't mean bad energy, but that they may be feeling bad about themselves or their situation. And you just shining your light, you don't know that you may pull them out of their darkness. And it can be something as simple as, saying something nice to the cashier at the register, right? When we're going to the grocery store and they've had cranky person after cranky person, and, you're like, wow, I love your haircut. That changes the mood instantly for them. And you could have changed their entire day. Those random acts of kindness. And so just be you and shine yourself brightly. And that will give you hope for what could be or what can be. And it'll also bring hope to those around you. Woohoo! These are great cards tonight, guys. All right, Adrian. Ooh. Yours is a soul card as well. So this card is the beginning. In a normal tarot deck, this would be the Fool. And I like that this is not depicted in that particular way, because some people feel like a fool can be an idiot, which they aren't in the real tarot deck either. But in this one, this is, I don't know if you could see that. I'm going to show it one more time. She is emerging out of the lotus. She is birthing herself. She is birthing a new sense of self. And so this is a time of birthing a new you. You are embarking on a new lesson. You are embarking on a new part of your spiritual path. And so this is a time of a new beginning. You awakening new things for yourself. And so this is an exciting time for you, because your soul is about to go through another progression. And so be in the wonderment and the joy of that. And you don't need to know what is beginning. Just begin. Because sometimes we need to know. Need to know what steps to take, or need to know what's next. Let that go and just be in this new you that is trying to emerge out of the cocoon. And I feel like there's some education maybe, or something like that. Some new aspect to your healing work that may develop. Crystal. Yours is the King of Hearts. So the King of Hearts is the natural healer in this deck. And the King of Hearts has the empathy. They've been through a lot. It's kind of what I'm hearing. So more is coming through. So the best, the fullest, the brightest healers out there, the ones who have the big healing mission. We have been tested. We have gone through a lot. And the reason we are able to hold space and help other people heal is because we've been through it. And we can shine the light for others to be able to find their way. And so this is you being in charge of your own healing and being able to be that healer for your realm or your kingdom or your community. So stepping into your healer leadership role. And this does not have to, healer is a very general term that can be misinterpreted. It can mean that you're a hands-on healer, and that may mean you step into a role as a teacher. It may mean that you do nursing or counseling, and you're going to step into a bigger role within your community. Healers can also be your accountant, who helps you heal your money energy and helps you create abundance for yourself. So a healer, we all heal in our own way, but this is you stepping in and sort of leading your community around you. It is so heart-centered. It is very much in your upper heart, which is when you really understand that we are all interconnected, that by me helping you, I help myself, that kind of energy. So very nice. Crystal, energy is very strong today. Got so blissed out, I almost forgot to ask for a card. Yeah, my connection has been on fire in the last couple weeks. So, and I only feel it spiking and intensifying. So that's great. So Neshi, woohoo. Nice. Another king. Yours is the King of Stars. Nice. The King of Stars in this deck is an alchemist. He is able to transform and transmute almost anything. And when we are holding king energy and we are female, or when we hold queen energy and we are masculine, it doesn't mean that it is necessarily somebody else being the alchemist for us. It is us tapping into that part of ourselves that is a king, the ruler of our own self, the ruler of our own transformation. A queen has someone that they turn to, that they are still being mentored by. Does that make sense? So as the king, you are the king of Star Nations, and you help create transformation for the multitudes, because you make sure people like me get out there to help people, whether it's through the shows or through the magazine. And each month you help us transform and transmute energy within the group. And as you do that, you create change for yourself as well. And I'm also getting that this is part of what your daily card draw has been about, for you to start doing more transformative work for yourself and sharing that process with other people so that they can learn how to do it themselves. So woohoo! I love alchemy. Rob said, thank you for Julie and me. You are so welcome. Oh, so Rob said his card was perfect because he's at a crossroads in his martial arts training. Oh, Crystal wants to know the name of the deck. Yes, it is the Art of Tarot. And I absolutely adore this. This one spoke to me right away. It is by Denise Jarvie, but the artwork is Tony Carmen Salerno. And I have a number of decks with Tony's artwork because they just speak to me. There's so many nuances in there, but it's very high angelic vibration. So there you go. So I think I've hit everybody. If I missed anybody, please type in yes, please, and I will get to you. And if not, I'm going to remind you, if you enjoyed this, please like and share it so other people can tap in and get some healing work done as well. Thank you for being live, because it always is a joy to interact with you and have some give and take within our healing community here. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to laugh. Jill, was I asleep? Did I miss it? Jill, I don't know if we've had this conversation yet, but we're going to have it now. I'm going to tell everybody this. when you fall asleep or you check out or zone out or bliss out, that is your spiritual team working on you. Sometimes they need to get you out of your own way. When we get a little spinny and we try to control our healing, then our team can't work on us. So I always say my team's putting me down. There are times when I all of a sudden have to take a nap. And it's like I could fall asleep right there on the floor. You know what I mean? Because in that moment, my team is trying to do healing on me or trying to communicate with me, and I'm not listening. So they need me to, go under the divine anesthesia to be able to get the healing that I need. So yes, you have a card. Do I remember what it was? I do not. Let me just see if you asked for one ahead of time. And if you didn't, nope, you did not ask for a card ahead of time. So guess what? How about I pull a card for you? This is perfect, my dear. Yours is 7 of Hearts. All right, Miss Jill, this is you, 7 of Hearts. And the 7 of Hearts is the card about choices. This is telling you to make your choices from your third eye. You see how big the third eye is in this space? Because when you make your choices from your heart chakra, from your heart, from your higher self, it allows you to intuit what is best for you, not only spiritually, but on physical level. And when we get spinning in our brain and get all wrapped up in doubt and worry and all of that, we are completely out of sync with spirit. So this is all about you making your choices from your heart and allowing your intuition to guide you. Listen to your spiritual team. You might also want to slow down when you're making choices and ask for guidance from your team before you make a decision. Yes. Rochelle, contact me. It's very interesting. You said you need healing for your brain. Now she suggested I contact you. That is perfect. I actually did some healing for someone today that had to do, they had a brain trauma. And so there's a lot of energy that can be there. And also if we're having any kind of mental spinning energy, it's a great time to check in and get some clearing, because that is in the third layer of our aura. And it can be really difficult to feel grounded and to connect to it. So absolutely contact me. You can send me a message through this page, through Chakra Sessions. There's a little button that says contact, and it'll send me a message just like through Messenger. And if we are friends, you can just send me a message that way as well. And if not, trinityhealingsanctuary@gmail.com. But that is one of the slowest ways to reach me. I am not an email girl very often, but I am very close to my phone at all times. So I think that does it for our group tonight. And again, I hope to see you next week at the same time at 7 p.m. And for Soul Connection, or next Tuesday at 12 for Chakra Sessions, we will actually be working on our connection to our spiritual team. So it'll be all about how to connect to your spiritual team, which is so cool. I'm so excited for that. Thank you, Neshi, for putting that up, trinityhealingsanctuaries.com. That is the website. That's also where you can find any of the healing remedies that we have. And I'm sure there's one for you, Rochelle, that will come up for healing. And if you are in, Western Mass, or you're in driving range of Western Mass, come visit us this weekend at our Mystical Healing Fair for free healing, There's also some, very reasonably priced angel card readings, tarot readings, and even healings for your pets. Because yes, this healing work can be for your pets as well. And with that, you guys have a great evening, a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time. All right, have a great one. Bye now.